This one is kind of an early one in a way. It's from 1993, and it's from with Laura Buxton, Inside San Diego. And Laura was fantastic with Mary, as you'll see from when you view the video. This is dedicated to a super special friend of ours called Jean. Jean has a ranch with horses. She breeds horses in Washington State, and for years she'd get on a helicopter, a plane or whatever she would do, come down and visit with us at the hotel and visit with Mary. And we met several of her friends in a place called La Jolla, which is quite a high affluent place, and we had a great time with Jean. She's such a marvellous lady, and so this one is for you, Jean. Mary's webpage is www.marymalone.com, or email Mary at mvickers, that's M-V-I-C-K-E-R-S 44 at hotmail.co.uk. Don't forget to Mary, ring that bell, subscribe bell, with some fantastic videos coming up. So look at the subscribe, and they will come to you from all around the world. Some weird ones and some wonderful ones. We're going to put them all up eventually. So that's about it. Okay, say bye-bye to Jean, Mary.
Yeah, I'm thinking about living until I'm 100, Jean. Will you put up with it?
Okay, bye-bye, Jean. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, darling. Bye-bye.
Irish psychic faith healer Mary Malone has an international following, but San Diegans now consider her one of their own, regular home girl. Mary's back with us this morning, not only to take your calls, but to comment on a few things going on in this country and around the world for that matter. The number to call is 570-1010, 570-1010. Welcome back, Mary Malone.
Good morning, love. How are you?
I'm fine, but I understand this will be not only because Inside is going off the air, but you're going back to Ireland.
I could cry to think I'm leaving.
March 26th.
That's right. That's my last day.
And you're going to be conducting a healing tour of Ireland.
Right. I'm going back to Ireland to do the 32 counties with the Rosary. So that'll take all summer.
And that means you won't be coming back here for at least 2 years because you go around the world.
Again, right.
And then you come back home. Ireland and San Diego.
That's right.
I wanted to ask you so many times whether it's the beginning of a new year or whether something catastrophic happens, you have a feel of things. And of course, with the explosion of the World Trade Center in New York, I want to know what you see, because for many of us, we're fearful that it is the dawning of a new age of terrorism here.
Yeah, it was a fear that really the United States had for a long time, that something like this would happen, because it has been happening in other parts of the world. But thank God it never happened over in the United States. I'm afraid it could be the start, just the start of something in other parts of New York especially.
Really?
I just see New York going to have a fairly bad 1993 that way, if they don't keep their eyes opened and not to let people in without them being examined in some way or another. See, it's the cars. It's getting in with the cars that was definitely a car or a van that brought the bomb in.
Fairly well, I think, established, and hopefully they'll be able to tell. But as far as California goes, as far as San Diego...
I didn't see anything there.
Yeah.
I don't feel that San Diego is going to be hit. Please God, you know.
You've talked to literally and counseled thousands of people here in San Diego. Obviously, the economy being at the forefront of our minds.
And of course, that earthquake that they're all talking about. You've heard of that one, have you?
Oh yeah, we've talked about earthquakes now and then.
Yeah,
Do you see? You know, there's a lot of people who are saying
it's very scared
May,
over this.
June. It seems like they always say that.
That's right.
Every year.
Yes. And
what do you say?
Well, of course, the plates on the earth has moved so far over. I think that's what they're looking at more than anything else. Yet Our Lady, the Blessed Mother, has told us nothing will happen in May. But she didn't say that anything wouldn't happen in April, which makes me a little bit worried. But March and May was the 2 months that I got about 5 years ago, that if there was going to be big earthquakes, to be in the months. Yet I haven't seen the big earthquake they're talking about.
I don't know if I like this. You're leaving California around March. Maybe you do know something.
I'll hang the picture up everywhere I go.
I want to ask you, for those who have never seen, you've been on our show so many times and taken literally hundreds of calls just on this show alone. Your gift that you received as a very, very young child, what you do when you see people and they come to you?
When I feel the vibration of them, I'm able to read their aura. I can see, everybody has an aura.
Yes.
And I can see where the damage is being done around the aura. Or by a shake hand, if they just shake their hand, I can tell where they're coming, whether they have some problems with themselves or problems with anybody, work or
a lot of professionals come to you, of course, who would not want to. They wouldn't want it known.
No, that's right. I do my work, Laura, in a very spiritual way. I just leave everything to God. And I do it with my inner voice, the inner voice that I get, which everybody really has at some time in their life, you know.
But often we don't listen to.
We don't know, that's right, yeah.
When it comes to the skepticism, you know, you come in here and you know, there are always new people you're meeting here, and we just call it Mary Faith Healer, and we just take it as that. For the skepticism that you receive, and you have to, because we tend to be a skeptical lot.
Nature, that's right, yeah. I don't, I said just watch what happens. I'll only tell you what's going to happen anyway, because it's only told to me. I have 2 glasses of water, excuse me, and everything is wrote like a computer on the water. I can read the dots on the water, and I know I wouldn't be told, because it's their own guides or their own masters that comes in and does that writing in the water for me. So I relate what I see. I wouldn't be able to tell them anything at all if that didn't happen.
Well, we want to give a lot of people out there in San Diego, because, as you know, I don't think the phone company likes it whenever you come, because you seem to jam up all the lines. So we're not quite finished with you. Stay there and relax. And
okay.
We will go to Bill.
Mary will be right back to speak with you live at 570-1010, 570-1010. Call right now to get online. And stick around for our second half as Dr. Ruderman explains why our sinuses are acting up more this winter. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Now it is your turn, your time to talk with psychic faith healer Mary Malone, who's with us for a last time for at least several years here in San Diego, at least 2 years. I think if there's any skepticism or whatever, all you have to do just listen to some of these phone calls we get, and then you decide for yourself. And we're going to start in Chula Vista with Ingrid. Hello, Ingrid.
Hi.
Hello, darling.
Hi, Mary. I am coming out of a 4-year relationship, and we have twin boys. And I was wondering what
Twin boys?
Yes. And I was wondering what you see, and maybe with what's going to happen with him, or should I move on? We're separated, and I didn't know if I should like hang in there and see if he gets better, or he has problems. Excuse me?
This is your husband?
And no, it's the father of my twins. We're not married.
Okay, right.
And or what you see in my romantic future.
Okay.
Or with him, or.
Right. Well, I don't see a change. I don't see a change, darling, with you and your. I'm going to call him your husband because he's the father of the children. You have about 18 months there before there'll be, I think, a ring go on your finger. But you will get married, you two. There's a wonderful future, a wonderful 2 or 3 years ahead of you with your children. There is another child to come into the world there. And the health side is going to be all right as well.
So perhaps a little bumpy road, and then it gets better.
Yes, it does.
All right.
That's right.
We go to Joyce in Claremont.
Hi, Laura.
Hi.
Hello,
Mary.
Joyce. How are you?
Fine.
Go ahead and tell us what's
I
on
have
your
2
mind.
questions for you, Mary.
Okay.
How does it look for me walking again? And is my son going to win his lawsuit?
Let's see, walking, it's difficult to understand you, Joyce. You say, when will you be walking?
Walking again without assistance.
Right. Have you been in a car accident?
No, I had a stroke.
Oh, you had a stroke.
Yes, I was to see you, Mary. Remember me?
Well, she sees thousands of people. That might be difficult.
I know.
Okay. I'm trying to picture you, though. Is it a good while ago you've been to me?
Yes.
Right, okay, I think I remember your voice rather than yourself. Gee, I don't know. You should have really started to walk with a stick. Are you walking with a stick?
I am. I'm walking with a cane.
Right.
And I want to know, is there a chance that I'm going to be walking by myself?
Yes, it will. I will give you 2 or 3 months, no longer. And it mightn't even be that.
All right. And the quick answer to the second question, a lawsuit, I believe. That,
did you mention a lawsuit?
That your son had filed?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, there's victory around that.
All right, her son's lawsuit. Yeah. Let's go on to Mitzi. Where are you calling from, Mitzi?
Hi.
Hi, Mitzi, Spring Valley. Go ahead, Mitzi.
Hello, Mitzi.
Hello, Mary.
How are you?
Oh, I'm just fine.
What's your question?
My husband's in the Navy, and we're hoping to get out of the San Diego area.
Yes.
And I was wondering if you see us leaving, and we've obviously just had a baby. Do you see another one in our future?
Yeah, there is a move for you. The move, though, is, I would say, October, November. I don't see it any nearer. But is your husband trying to come out of the Navy?
Oh, no.
No. Okay.
He's still got another 4 years.
You will definitely move. Have you got only the one child?
Just the one.
Yeah, there's going to be another child there. There could be 4 children.
Oh, well.
Yeah, there's 4 children there for you.
Rest up, Mitzi.
You make your decision where you want to go.
Oh, we do?
Okay, yes.
All
right, love.
All right. To San Diego? Kay? Hello, Kay.
Hi, Laura. Hi, Mary.
Hello, Kay.
Do you see a husband in my future?
A husband? You're not doing an awful lot about it, though, are you?
No, I'm not.
Well, I'm not going to tell you to put it in the paper. That would be a bad way to start. I see a man with a white or a very light colour suit around you with fair hair. Have you met him yet?
No, I don't think.
No, well, this is very near. Try St. Patrick's night. What about that?
Oh, great.
That's a good night to find him.
Okay. Thank you.
So when you say you're not doing much about it, whatever you saw said that she was just perhaps sitting there idly.
That's right, hoping he'd knock on the door.
So
very rarely do that.
Be more proactive.
That's right.
Right? Okay, we have our next caller on.
Hello, darling.
Mary from Chula Vista. Your namesake. Hello, Mary.
Hello, Mary.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. I would like to know if you can answer 2 questions, please. I'd like to know what the future holds for each one of my children, and is my husband going to win his lawsuit?
Right. Have you got a child 9-year-old?
No.
Younger or older?
Older.
19?
Yes, I have one 19.
Yeah, I could only see the 9, you say. Well, there's a lot of paperwork around the 19-year-old. There's victory around your children. The lawsuit, is he taking somebody to court?
Yes.
Yes. That could last for a good month. But I think he'll come out okay in that. I see him coming out smiling anyway, not crying.
On my children, what do you see for my daughter?
Is the daughter the youngest one?
Yes.
That's right. Has she mentioned anything about medical or going for a doctor?
No.
Or is there something matter with her health?
Not that I know.
Why do I see a doctor around her?
She's going to have a baby.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell her what she's going to have?
I think she's going to have a little girl. Does she know what she's having?
Yes, she's already been told she's going to have a little girl.
Okay. Name her Mary.
All right.
So pretty good things ahead.
Yes, very, very good things ahead for that family.
All right. In Vista, we go to Carolyn. Carolyn? Hello?
Hi, Mary.
Hello, darling.
Mary, I was wondering, I've been involved with a man for 2 years, and he is in the military. He's being transferred, and he wants me to go with him. It's quite a distance, and I'm just in a quandary whether I should go or not.
Well, if you cannot make a decision after 2 years, you must know something about the man. And I feel more than seeing him, that is a good class of a guy, and that you wouldn't be making a mistake. That's if you want to settle down. I would turn and ask God for help with that.
It's more the distance of leaving, my family and children who are grown, but my children here in this area and going into a totally different area.
Yeah, but that would be only temporarily. It'll only be temporarily. And you have to make your mind up at some stage, darling. And everything will be fine. Don't cross bridges that you don't come to.
Okay, thank you.
I think we would all do well to keep that in mind. Let's go to Marcia from Oceanside. Hi, Marcia.
Hi, Laura.
Hello, Marcia.
Hi, Mary. I filed for divorce last June from my husband who had an affair, and we're still together. We still communicate with, we've got 2 kids together. I just wonder, are we going to get back together, or should I just go and find someone new?
Are you living together?
No, we're separated. I have my own place, and so does he.
I'm seeing a dark-haired man with you with wavy hair. Is that him?
That's him.
I don't see anybody else around you. No, and that really, I think he may not be completely grown up or want to take the responsibility yet, but yet he's a good class of a guy. He's a good man. It's just that he may not want to take the responsibility. You will eventually marry if you want to wait around.
Well, we've been married 8 years.
Oh, you have?
Going for divorce.
Oh,
I'm going through the divorce.
I really don't see that finishing as a divorce.
Okay.
Would you have him back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Take it the way I see it. Yeah.
The voice there. Okay, we're going to Mary now.
We have
Mary
her.
in Spring Valley. Another Mary.
Okay.
Hi, Mary.
Hello, Mary.
How are you? God bless you. I want to know something.
Okay.
I'm in real estate. I've been in real estate 13 years. Should I continue or should I go? I'm thinking of going to work with hospice. What should I do?
Well, I would take the other job for a while anyway, because you have about 2 years before real estate is going to get to the top of the ladder.
You see me staying in it?
Yeah, it's going to. Real estate is suffering at the moment. And like everyone and anyone is in real estate, if you get a second chance of taking a job, temporarily even, take it.
Well, hospice would be voluntary work. It would be, terrible work.
Hospice, helping the seriously ill.
Yes. I mean, that's God's work. And I think you would feel good doing something like that. Okay, darling?
From San Marcos, we talked to Donna. Hi, Donna.
Hi.
Hello, Donna.
Mary, I'd like to know, a couple of years ago we had some family problems, and my daughter took my granddaughter away from me where I could never see her again. I wondered if that will ever be resolved.
Well, there had been a lot of nasty things being said.
Yes.
And sometimes it takes a lot to heal a wound like that. And if we keep thinking back on it, we open the wound over and over again. And that's not God's way of going on. I would pray to Our Lady to try and seal the difficult part of your life with you and your family. Eventually it'll come together.
Okay, she had accused my other son-in-law of molesting her, and I wouldn't take sides between the 2 girls, so because I wouldn't, then she said I could never see her again.
Yeah, well...
That's sad.
Yeah, you will make friends again, though. You just keep praying and ask God to help you.
So, you leave March 26th. I want to let people know that you still have several, I think, days left where you can take private appointments. We have that number here. And I want to let people know where you're going to be. I won't ask you where you're going to be on St. Patrick's Day, but I know the 13th of March you're going to be at St. Mary Magdalene Church Hall in San Diego on Illinois Street. That's on the 13th. So any other information, and what are you going to do on St. Patrick's Day?
I think I'll go wild if my husband will let me.
I think it's Malcolm, your husband, you have to watch out for.